Good day everyone, my name is Heidi Besas and I am going to continue the topics discussed about social issues and environment. So another topic about social issues and environment is all about consumerism and waste products. So unsa man di ay ang consumerism o unsa may connect niya sa waste product? First, let me define what is consumerism. So, consumerism is a process in which an individual acquires goods and materialistic needs beyond their needs. So, ang consumerism dahil ko no, ang pag is a process ng pag-acquire nato ng mga needs, wants, and goods sa atong kinabuhi. As a human, because we as a human, we are a consumer of the basic needs of life, which is food, clothes, shelter, and pananaw. And then, yeah. So, consumerism from the root word itself, consumer, kita, na mga tao, consumer, consume sa goods and the materials na atong itinahanglan. Another thing is, consumerism is an effect of capitalism in which the country's trade and industry is controlled by private companies and owners for profit. So consumerism is an effect of capitalism. So what is capitalism, by the way? So capitalism is an economic and political system in which countries' trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit. Capitalism is an economic and political system in which countries' trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit. So, ang capitalism is the mother of consumerism because there is no consumerism without this capitalism. Capitalism is the provider wherein we acquire different kinds of products nga atong ginid. That is why, have you tried buying something or some products? It's like, buying without thinking. You just have to buy it without even knowing that without buying Nemo or Dili in the future. Me, myself, is guilty from buying things like that. One example of that is being an impulsive buyer, wherein you just buy the products without even thinking kung magagamit pa nimo or dili. That's the reason why some of the products can be wasted. You know, the presence of capitalism is just to gain profits from us because they use the advantage of knowing our needs for them to gain profits. And also there is advantage and disadvantage from that, and I'm going to discuss that later on. So next is the waste product. It is one of the things that can be converted and reprocessed into new products, and recycling is an example of such a process that helps in the conservation of natural resources as well as the reduction of consumption. So because of consumerism, there is a lot of waste products na ato nakuha from consumerism. And this is what we call the waste products. So consumerism leads to many different kinds of waste products. So next, here, waste products. Why does consumerism lead to waste? This endless cycle of consumption has a significant impact on the environment as it leads to large volumes of waste products in different ways. One of these is the built-in obsolescence. What do you mean by built-in obsolescence? So first, we have here the built-in obsolescence, wherein producer design their products with shorter lifespan so that people have to replace them more frequently. One example of this is that a new trend, more specific on iPhone, As you see, iPhone phones were updating every year. And the time na mag-update siya, people tend to buy new one even if magamit pa yung cellphone, di pa mo ba upgrade na, pero kasagaran man ani kay mga kwartahan, di ba? So, mga di kwartahan is sanina. Kung na new fashion, mobiles lang bago para lang makasunod sa trend. Bisan dagat sa masin magamit. Pagsa mo sa mobile, hamok yun sa kay Best in Order, sa Shopee, sa Shein, and all. That's why built-in obsolescence waste products. Next is the overproduction and excess. Sometimes driven by competition and profit motives, companies often produce more goods than they can sell, hoping for high demand that may not realize. As a result, such goods end up discounted, thrown away, or donated despite being new. So, sa manufacturers siguro mag-produce og products na daghan and maabot ang time na di sila mahalin mag-sale naman yung mag-sale sa mga malls, mga products para mahalin siya. Kung di kasi mahalin, abta naman og ka and then expired, kasi malabak siya kasi mga pinaura. It's a waste products. Next is packaging and disposal material. Excessive packaging made mostly from non-biodegradable materials like plastic creates lots of waste ending up. So, example of that is the packaging of different kinds of products. For example, this one. Mahurot ini. Nasa ito may ilabak. Kanya magkina sa otro, ilabak na sa. So, this kind of waste products from its packaging. Umahurot na ilabak man ni. So, better kung malabak ni, we should have to make some other ways para magamit ni hindi kayo malabak. Kaya ini, tugay gid ini malata. Kita pa kay years na discern mga buwak na ba yun. So, waste management is a term to refer to the systematic and effective way in which waste is handled, minimizing in its impact on an environment while also supporting sustainable development. So that is why there is waste management to control all the waste products nga atong na-produce due to consumerism. And these waste products, different kinds of waste products, is very helpful para minimize ang atong mga waste products. One of the example here is number one, very common, is recycling. But we all know recycling here is not that yearly practice, but there are other organizations who do recycling. So, mag-collect ng mga bottles, mga plastics, o mga different kinds of sustainable waste or waste products na magamit pa. They will able to recycle that. Next is landfill. Landfill is like it's a big space wherein all the trash and waste are thrown away there para kung mapunin mo siya ito, magtabunan, tapos kung ito malata siya pila ka years pa, sir malata. It's very helpful also, but malagyan to less waste products, less landfills na ma-allocate kaya ako pinag na space ang mga landfills, and which is very also alarming. Kaya what if napuno ng basura atong kalibutan niya, puno na sa buong landfills, ay sakit mo huya, diba? Next is incineration. Incineration is a process wherein all the waste are burned in a machine. Basta machine siya na i-burn ang mga basurahan. Also, this This process has advantage and disadvantage, but it is practiced because it is less na maka-generate o ng mga pollution sa atong air. Pero bisan may air pollution, mas less siya compare sa kung sunugon gid ang mga plastics in an open area. Kasi siya mas ma-minimize ra niya ang pollution, but makakontribute gyapon siya o other chemicals na ma-release ani, but in a minimizer way. Well, that ends my report. Thank you so much.
So, an ako report is Environment Protection Act. An act is provide for the protection and improvement of environment and for matter connected therewith. Its primary goal upon enactment was safeguard and enhance the environment and address related issue. All types of pollution, air, water, soil, and noise are covered under act. So, ang Environment Protection Act isang magibali ang magbantay o mag-protect sa ato environment. Kumbaga, mali sa nato natural disaster which is ang pagbaha na mabitaw ginabawal ang pagputod ng puno kay tungod sa dali na kidabaon, o di sab kita makasagap ng fresh air kay tungod sa mga nato puno. So isang sa example na ginabawal ang pagsunog ng ng puno kay tungod makadaot ang aso na mabitaw buntag pa sayo kay pasuin na kay tungod sa kanipis ng ozone layer. So President Decree Number 115 to Philippine Environment Code is a comprehensive law that aims to protect and preserve the environment through regulation on air and water quality, land use management, natural resources conservation, waste management, and more, while promoting public awareness and participation in environment protection. So, yan act na 1152 ang mag-preserve ng ato environment. Kumbaga, generation to generation is magpabiling gapon siya na madayaw. Kay kunura sa ganyan siya na act kay murag pinasagla na to environment o pahingkuan na lamang pahingsunog o di kay ba magkanang ang basura, di kay ba magsigarigit. Yan sab na act dili sab para da sa kuan environment nato kundi para sa ato. Kaya nato environment ay kuan da industry.
Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act of 1981. The Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981 is an act of the Parliament of India to control and prevent air pollution in India. The law was amended in 1987. This was the first attempt by the government of India to combat air pollution. Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999, Republic Act of 8749. This act establishes a comprehensive air pollution control policy for the country by perceiving and protecting air quality, establishing an air quality management system, prohibiting certain forms of waste disposal, and regulating emission. The Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act of 1981 is an Indian legislation aimed of preventing and controlling air pollution. It provides a framework of regulating and monitoring activities and contribute to air pollution, establishing standard for emission and prescribing measures for the prevention, control, and abatement of air pollution. The Act empowers central and state pollution controls boards to enforce regulation, conduct research, and promote awareness regarding air pollution. It's a crucial tool in addressing the growing concerns about air quality and its impact on public health and environment in India.
Everyone, good day, sir. So, by the way, I'm Emmanuel Pisoler. I'm the reporter of Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974. So, the Act establishes the Central Board for the Prevention and Control of Water Pollution, describing its legal status, membership, functions, and powers. Preventing water pollution and conserving water are important to assure a continuing abundance of water that is safe to use for ourselves and future generations. So water pollution is any human cause contamination of water that is reduced its usefulness to humans and other organisms in nature. So, pag mula kita na water prevention and control, di ba, water, limpyo, dapat siya na maintain limpyo. So, ang prevent, kaya di ba, ang pollution niya, ano sa gadyaon. So, may gihimunan government na Republic Act. Amo yun Republic Act 1974. So, this law, kay kibali, internationally ini siya. Amo yun yan, Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974. So, ini siya, ini na act, mapanatili ini niyan, wholesomeness ng tubig or yun, kalimpyuhan. Amo yun siya, kalimpyuhan para makonserve nato kay importante sa ng tubig kay di ba halos tanan pati gani sa tulawas ay tubig di ba yan sa mga dagat kibalin na ak yon sa dagat sa lake or sa beach balik kilala nato siya na limpyo gid yan sa permente kay para nato future yan nga di kabutang future generations o kuan yung kibali sa mga human organisms o sa human or sa other organisms ng tubig kibali di ba nga nasa tubig kung makontaminate yan siya loy lang nga nato mga isda o nidagan kaunon o yan sa mga sa future generation nato di ba sa future generation kung magkaanak kita kung makontaminate nato tubig so unoy na ila kung anon iligo unoy na ila kung anon so para ma-prevent yun nato nato himundakan iwasan tadakan na pag labak-labak na mga basura so labak dakan sa sakto na butangan, di ba yung mga compost pit, mga yun, kibali basurahan, yung mga biodegradable, non-biodegradable. So, importante ka ng tubig kay para mainom ta siya ng limpyo gihapon o dili siya makontaminate. O, kuan. Next, the Philippine Clean Water Act of 2004, Public Act number 9275. So, aims to protect the country's water bodies from pollution from land-based sources, industries, and commercial establishment, agriculture, and community household activities. So, ini siya, ini Republic Act 9275. So, kuan na siya sa country nato or sa Philippines. Ano siya ang ga-aim na kuan? Maprotektahan na nato bodies of water. Or sa tanan-tanan na yun, di ba? Gilaw nga sa industries, di ba, mga building o yung commercial establishment, di ba, dapat makita sa niyo nga na sa picture na kibali nila sewage o yun, kuananan, yun kibali diretsuhan ng ilalipa or waste ng tubig o yun water, di ba, diretso sa dagat. So, yun siya, bawal yun siya, kaya dapat, kung mag-imo ka ng building, dapat may mo proper storage or butanganan ng yun mga lipa niyo or mga waste, di ba? Yung tubig, di ba, dapat yun sa iban. Di ba may magkuan yun, may mag-inspection. Adi sir, makakuan ka mo ng building. So, sa agriculture isab, dapat sa agriculture, kibali, dili yan sa madrid sa dagat, kaya di ba, ang mga chemicals yun, mga medisina, nakuan, mga pataba. Amo sabihin, isa makadaot sa ato mga isda or mga bodies of water, bali madaot ang coral tungod yun sa mga chemicals. Sa community sab, di ba? Isa sabihan na kuan, gihi mo sa community yon mga compost pit. So para ma-prevent o makontrol ang kuan, ma-prevent o makontrol ang pollution or yung lipa, may gipanhimo gyapon ng ng government para bawas-bawasan para makontrol ang kuan mga anlipa sa community like yung mga compost pit ilay mo para nga turang ilabak. So may gihimo sab ng government na isa like yon agency nan DENR or Department of Environmental Natural Resources like yung mga coastal clean up, di ba? Coastal clean up, maglimpyo sila sa dagat like mga basura panguwaon. Amo yun ang isa sab na way ng mga taga-government na para mabawas-bawasan ang basura sa dagat. Ug isa sab sila na maghimuan ng mga seminar na educate ang mga tao para mas maibaw sila kung uno ka importante anato tubig dagat na para may makuhaan pa nato ng resources in the future or para sa kuman mintras sayo pa ato protektahanan kuan ato dagat kay kita dagyaponan mag-suffer once na madaot yon. Okay, thank you.
So good day everyone, I am Mega Di Donoso and I am here to report to you about the Wildlife Protection Act. So what is Wildlife Protection Act? It is the Republic Act number 9147 or the Wildlife Resources Conservation and Protection Act. It was passed into law in 2001. Republic Act Number 9147 is a measure that provided the necessary environment policy enabling Philippine government to manage and conserve the wildlife resources of the country comprehensively. So, the Wildlife Protection Act in the Philippines, or also known as the Republic Act Number 9147, ga-aims yan to conserve and protect our country's wildlife and their habitats. So, in this, in this act, ga-kuan siya na ga-prohibit siya sa pagpatay, sa pag-trade, and sa pag-exploit ng ato endangered species. So, one of our endangered species is the Philippine eagle. Tungod sa iya, gamay na kan sila o dili na kaday mo fitan ila habitat nila sa Philippines, kanaman yung kagamay ang ila ko. So, the act also regulates the collection, possession, and transport of wildlife, ensuring sustainable management of natural resources. So, ang role gud ng Indonesian Act is very crucial in preserving our biodiversity and ecosystem, safeguarding our endangered species from extinction, and promoting environmental sustainability.
Good day everyone, I'm Kajunis Diaz. So I'm going to report my topic. My topic is all about Forest Conservation Act. So this act simply aims to putting restrictions on the preservation of forest or use of forest land for non-forest purpose. It also aims to reserve and conserve natural forests and prevent deforestation. So, inikibali siya na akay like gibawalan ang pag-utod ng mga puno sa ato forest ug bawal sa biyon makialam ka bitaw sa makialam ka sa bukid na dili mo wagan imo pangan kibalingan to og this act lays down the basic principles of forest management and conservation, makes provision for the administration of forestry. No person may utilize, explore, occupy forest, process of or conduct any activity within any forest and grazing land, or establish, install, add, and operate any wood or forest product processing plant unless he had been authorized to do under a license agreement, license, lease, or permit. So, ibali nga di, like ito na ako gilang kaina na gibawalan magkuan like waga sa isa ka bukid waga animo nga to waga imo papel waga imo panganay kabutang na imo yaon bukid. So kami to ginabawal ang pagputod ng mga puno na waga imo papel waga imo lisensya na imo yaon siya kagubata na pwede ka magputod ng mga puno or something like that. So ang Forest Conservation Act is like yun na pahalagahan natin ato forest. Amo dito, thank you very much.
Good day everyone, I am Nashlita, this is Iris Duran. We were going to report our topic, which is issues involved in enforcement of environmental legislation.
Environmental legislation is able to protect our environment as a whole, our health, and the Earth's resources. The presence of legislation to protect air, water, soil, etc. does not necessarily mean that the problem is addressed. Once the legislation is made at the global, national, or state level, it has to be implemented. For successful environmental legislation to be implemented, there has to be an effective agency to collect relevant data, process it, and pass it onto the law enforcement agency.
So, pag manawag kita enforcement of environmental legislation, uno ba yan siya? Isa yun siya ka batas na gihimo para maprotektahan ang ato ang ato environment o ang ato kita o ang ato earth resources.
example na kan sab kibali sa social issues kuman kibali sa water. Amin kibali siya kibali mo kan niya ng mga agency kibali how dyan sa BFAR para maprotektahan ang mga coral reef og avoid sab ng mga paglabak ng mga basura sa kuan para maiwasan pag water polluted ito. Para maiwasan yaon para dili maka-harm sa mga isda. Ug isa na sa gibalian sa soil pollutants. Kibali ang ko nga kibali DNR. Dala mo kibali sa mga kuan, sinunuganan yon kibali basura, kibali yaw na soil. Pag once na kuanin siya, damo yan basura kibali an soil. Tungod sa nilubong ng mga basura, kibali polluted na siya. So amo yaw nang gihimo kibali ng mga DNR na para maprotektahan na nato soil.
Dili sa porket na gihimo ini siya na batas is ma-solve na dayon ang ini na mga problems. Pero ini na batas is para da lamang ini maminus-minusan ang problema ng ato environment o inin ato palibot. Need sab nato na mo cooperate dili kita lang na magsaligda sa ini na batas kay dili sab ini matupad na mga balaod kung dili kita mulihok.
For example, nakan sabihin kibali an illegal logging or pagkamatay na niyon kibali mga hayop. Pag once na may makasakop na kibali ng mga na kibali mandakop sa gapatay or yag kuan yan ang utod ng mga kahoy. Kibali pwede sab nila ito yung utod, pwede nila baydan an dakop sa ila para dili kibali ma-address sa ila an kuan kibali an kaso. That's it.